I got challenged by Senior Hiker 77 the other day to do a video and name 3 luxury or comfort items that I carry with me when I'm backpacking, which doesn't seem like a real easy thing to do because I've spent the last few years trying to eliminate anything that I don't absolutely need, and those things that I absolutely need, I've tried to trade them out to get lighter and lighter versions of things that are useful that I do carry. So it's going to take a little bit of thought. Since I do my best thinking while I'm hiking, I'm going to walk down this trail a ways and just give it some thought and see what I can come up with. So I want you to come on with me. Alright, I guess the first thing, item number 1, is going to be actually a whole group of items, and it's going to be my electronics. Camera, cords, battery, etc. Memory cards, everything that goes for the camera. I mean, I usually do take my camera with me when I'm backpacking, but it's not a necessity. You can't hike without it, and so that is, to me, falls in the category of comfort / luxury item, something that you don't absolutely need to complete your hike. That is item number 1. Okay, my next item, item number 2, is something that I have just recently in the last year started using, and I did a video recently. I'll put a link to it up in the corner or down the bottom or somewhere, and that's Dry Brew Coffee Chew. It's a waterless coffee alternative, and it comes in really handy if you're going stoveless, or even if you have your stove and just don't want to take the time to stop and boil water to brew a cup of coffee before you get moving. So something I don't absolutely need, but it's the equivalent of a cup of coffee per chew. Sometimes I throw a few of those in the pack. There's number 2. Alright, my third item is, I think they're called cup hooks. They're just little, I've seen hanging plants hanging from them from the ceiling. I've also seen teacups hanging from them. Little hooks with a screw, threaded screw on one end, and I've started taking a few of those along. They come in handy in places where they have those wooden camping platforms, and unless you've got a standalone tent, you can screw these things into the platform and then tie off your tent to those hooks. So it works really well. And I've discovered another thing that you can do with them if it's raining, like it always seems to be on the AT, and in the spring on the Ouachita Trail too. It's always wet and muddy, and if you don't want to sit your pack down in the mud, you can screw one of those hooks into a tree and hang your pack from the hook. That's number 3. Not absolutely necessary, so to me that's a luxury / comfort item. So there's my 3 items. Okay, now I guess I've reached the point where I'm supposed to challenge 3 other people to name their luxury items. So, number 1, I want to name Bluecollar Backcountry. So yeah, old Tony over at Bluecollar Backcountry has a real good channel there, and lots of good content on hiking all over this part of the country. And last year I think he even went over on the AT. So second, I'll challenge Chris Dixon. Chris has just recently started posting some videos from the Washita Trail, and they're really good. So let's challenge Chris. And third, let's include old Cook's Outdoor Trail. This is another guy who has been doing a lot of hiking on the Washita Trail recently and has posted some really good videos, so let's get him included too. Alright, so you guys that I just nominated, you know this is strictly voluntary, but I hope you'll accept the challenge and join in the fun. And anybody else who wants to join in the fun, feel free. Happy trails to everybody. Alright, Smile Don out.